Okay, so we're going to do a little chanting here, and just for because we may get some new people sometimes coming, and so they, can be they can understand what this chanting is about, because it could be shocking. Just to let everybody know is for if you're new here, this chanting is very powerful, very wonderful. It can change your life in such a wonderful way. Um, just make your life flow and miraculous, and experience feelings of happiness that stay consistent in your life and keep you above all troubles and problems and fears and all kinds of anxieties. So if you notice, I'm kind of in a normal consciousness now. I'm talking this, so but actually when I'm chanting, and some of the people have been chanting with us for a while, they also get into ecstatic, what we call ecstatic states, very shamanistic, where it seems very quite odd and unusual. Very much like you've seen sometimes these born again Christians, and they're in the spirit, lifted up in the spirit. But anyway, this is a natural state of consciousness that is very easily accessible by chanting this sound vibration of the chanting. These names are actually spiritual, and this is not well known, especially in Western civilization. This has been known in the East, that these spiritual names are very powerful. They can uplift your consciousness to experience deep levels of what we call purification and spiritual happiness that are hard to attain. And it's like, so it's a meditation, and it's a very easy meditation. Usually people have a very hard time meditating, but by chanting, this is a very easy way to just have your spirit inside uplifted, into these great states of happiness. And especially now, there's such a great medicine, and it's natural, and there's nothing but benefit that happens from this chanting. Especially at times when people are freaking out about the world situation. There's just one trouble after another trouble after another trouble. And so this simple chanting of these names, and this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, these other mantras are spiritual names, and they'll uplift your consciousness to where you feel freedom from fear. You'll feel actually deep levels of love and connection with everyone and everything. And if there's any forgiveness you need to have in your life, that will come easily. Okay, so I just wanted to give a heads up for the new people that are coming here. And so because by chanting, my state of consciousness usually changes. I always hope it does, because it's a wonderful experience to chant in ecstasy and bliss and rapture, spiritual rapture. And many of our students are coming to that place, that level also. Okay, and if you're new here, all you have to do is just listen to the vibration, and you can chant along. The Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is very easy to follow. You can just listen for a while, and then you can join in and just get your own experience. But stick with it for a while. So it's like anything, you have to do it for a while, and to really note its results to see how it's working. So we'll start here now. So we chant with this music or without. Sometimes I chant with, sometimes without. So it's kind of an in-between what they call japa and singing meditation. Got these tablas here. So we'll try to start with the tablas. There she is. Hare Krishna. All right, here we go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Okay, so that's the chanting with this music. And so we'll chant a little japa. This is another way to chant. And so we'll do this for a while. And so everybody gets, if they have any new people come, they get an idea of what's going on here. Anyway, this could take away all your troubles, all your miseries. You'll feel elated, and it's a great, a natural antidepressant, and it's natural. It's completely. This happiness is all inside us, ready to be unlocked and unleashed. And this chanting is a really good way to do it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This is called japa. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. If anybody else wants to come on and chant with us, it'd be nice, especially for new people. They can see what it's like here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. All right, William, thank you for coming, man. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. You can put your microphone on, everybody, so we'll chant together here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. If you get a little distracted, anybody, from when you're so many people chanting, just lower your volume a little bit, and you can, on your cell phone or computer, and whatever works. Because that's what sometimes I do that too. It works for me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Oh my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Rama Hare Krishna Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Rama, Hare Krishna, Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Oh Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Radhe. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari. How's it going, William? Nice to meet you face to face here. Give us a word, man. How's it going over there?
Oh, this starts my day out. So after this, I can handle just about anything.
Really? That's a great testimony, man.
It's true.
See, that's the effective stage when you really feel like protected, man. You really feel like blissed out, and all these, you look at everybody else, if they're not, getting this level elevated like this, they look kind of gross, or mundane, and after a while, you don't even want to listen. I mean, this is not a bad thing. You don't want to listen to people talking about material things because it lowers the vibration to the voice is meant to be used for divinity, to invoke the
my audio just went out, so I'm going to reboot.
Okay, yeah, reboot and come back. Yeah. The word or the mouth is meant to bring the consciousness up into the spiritual dimension, and that's where real happiness is. And people are keeping their consciousness lowered. People are keeping their consciousness on a low vibration because of what they say, because they don't know that there's spiritual vibration and material sound vibration. And so that's what we teach here is how to attune what is actually spiritual, and you can chant these what they call mantras, and your consciousness will be elevated into places of consciousness of states of bliss, ecstasy. All your troubles just go away. Troubles are caused by the word, actually, and the words people speak. And a lot of people don't know this. This is a great mystery for people. Yeah. there you are. Sound working? Yeah, there you go. We got sound. Yeah. So yeah. So how long have you been coming here on a regular basis?
About a year.
Wow. Yeah. Really. Yeah. I didn't notice you that much. Or do you kind of stay in the background and don't you just kind of before? I just noticed
Yeah,
you
but
were like,
now it's hard to do that. Now you want to get
now
into
it's
the now I got to get into it.
all right. Now that's it. The enthusiasm. Man. It was a wonderful thing to be part of. You know. Especially if you're connected with Prabhupada's mission. This is such an important extension, progressive movement for his mission. We are a very important part, even though it's not known now. Everybody thinks we're like they have the black, what are they, black swan, the black duck, yeah, the black swan, black duck. It looks black, but it ends up being important. And we're like that, and you know, so anyway, gradually it'll be shown because what we're doing is we have the mercy of Lord Caitanya. I mean, I'm realizing it and seeing that more and more and more. I mean, I've been doing this since '96, and and I see the progression, and I see where it's going, and it's fantastic. This is going to rock the world. Prabhupada saw, he saw his work, what it was doing, even before it really happened. He saw what it was doing way way in the beginning, because I met one of his godbrothers, OBL Kapoor, in Vrindavan, and we talked. He said, you're Prabhupada. He was working on this in the 30s. Like after initiation, he started immediately. He started practicing mridanga, harmonium, and studying, doing different things. And so Obio Kapoor, who knew him then, asked him, "Why are you so?" He says, "Well, I got a mission I'm going to do. I got an order from my guru, and I'm going to do this." And he was like, so he knew. And I also, I also got this order in 1996, and now I'm kind of like, we're going to do it, man. And we're doing it. And it's great. We got a team. It's like teamwork. It's not like, this thing that this is a new model, man. For this is the one that when Jesus, he didn't see him as he saw himself as a team player. Lord Caitanya also. That's why they bring all the associates here, and they were working together, to bring this great gift of this love of Krishna, this prema now.
This
So
is the
many.
kind of sangha where Jesus would be
Oh
if he
yeah,
was in the internet age. And that's why I
yeah.
think what's unique about this community is the mercy. Anybody can come, and everybody has the potential to get something out of this.
Yeah, at any level, huh? It's great.
I always like to tell people your mission is to drain the spiritual swamp.
That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, and it's such a joyful way to do it too. It's getting more and more joyful, more and more powerful, more and more empowered. Because it's empowered by the Lord. The Lord is He's all powerful, and this is His desire. That's why Jesus started the prayer. It was great. Thy will be done on earth as it is, not heaven. This is inconclusive. Thy will be done as in the Garden of Eden, basically, where we were very close with God, or Vrindavan, the same kind of place, very close. So that will of the Lord is being done now. I got the order in '96 to bring this closeness with Krishna and Lord Caitanya through Lord Chaitanya's teachings and these very simple program. Anybody can do that. Anybody can come here. If anybody comes here and just you just absorb it, and you develop faith naturally, because you'll hear things that is not preached anywhere, not by any of the gurus, because it is completely spontaneously empowered for right at each moment. These things, I'm astounded myself. Like, wow, man, this is just so perfect for the time. People who get their questions answered often, they're like, wow, you don't even have to add. Just, yeah, it's empowered by, we have an important mission. Krishna and Lord Caitanya, God, wants everyone to be happy. I mean, he really does. He doesn't want us suffering in this world. See? So anybody coming here, there's a verse that came in. I wanted to do a class on this. Maybe I'll say a little something about it now. This verse from the Psalms came up in my mind. Blessed are those who don't stand. I think this is the way it goes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Blessed are those who don't stand or sit, or I should stand, it doesn't matter, sit or stand, in the counsel of the wicked. Okay? This is why the world is being destroyed now. See? Because people are sitting and taking advice from people who are destroying the world, and they're being used as batteries to do it. But not everybody's doing it, because the way God is working on all these different levels, people are becoming aware of what's going on, and that they're really being cheated big time. That the government and these people are lying to them. See, because if you sit in their council and you take advice from hypocrites and liars, and I'm not judging these people, this is just ordained to happen at this time for God's purposes, to evolve the consciousness from all the way back from the demons, all the way through the demigods, and all the way up to this pure devotional service platform that we're teaching. So people, as they stop believing and sitting and taking counsel from those who are trying to destroy them, because that's what's happening, then things will change. And it is changing. There are people protesting all over. And so this causes the friction. So the liars and the cheaters and the hypocrites, they're in anxiety themselves, because their plan is being, people are becoming aware of what's really happening. You got people. I mean, if I went practically, I could show you. They're trying to see the demoniac person level. They're trying to counteract everything that they're doing by their lies. They're trying to make the lies stick by technologically leveraging everything with controlling the medias and all that. They think it's like arrogance. It's like thinking, well, now we can we can do our trip. We can censor everything and all that, but it's not. Somehow or other, it's not working. So not it's working, but not that well as they probably expected. Because people are
Well,
they're flipping out.
The other nice thing about this community is that while you're sleeping, River will pop in, or Govinda, and so no matter, you've got the world covered, so no matter what time zone, you can catch the same message from this community.
Yeah, it's like we got 24-hour kirtan here.
CNN's got nothing on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're actually working for the benefit of everybody. Actually, I would love to sit down with the World Economic Forum, because they're doing something, because in their minds, they think this is a benefit for the planet. And they like their plans and all that. They think this is the best way to manage things. But actually, the way that things could be managed by the grace of the true God, the eternal God, is so organic and so much more powerful. See, these people, they think everybody, and I could see their point. They see people as useless eaters. A lot of people. Oh, look, they're just taking up space. We don't need them. We got robots. Look, they're just eating every day. And look what they're eating. We just tell them to eat poison. They eat poison. See, like this. So what good is this? That's the way a lot of demons are thinking. But the thing is, we can take the useless eaters that they consider useless eaters. And when they eat this bhakti, they taste this name, they become useful members of society. So they become the best of society. Especially now, this holy name is really super empowered. It'll make people that were useless before useful. But, and ultimately, we're all useless without this. I mean, everybody is more or less a crippled because we are spirit and we're born to be united with the Supreme Spirit. What we're showing here every day, those who are advanced on this stage of chanting, is the supreme happiness. It doesn't, well, I can't even say it doesn't get any better than this because it does. It goes deeper and more ecstatic. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable because it's so fantastic, you know? So anyway, I'm realizing this, and many people coming are realizing, wow, this really helps me navigate through life. And you don't have to be religious either. People don't have to be religious. You can come here, just chant this name. I personally, it's like I want to make, I find it useful to have a God in this world. And this name is the best God I've ever found. Man, I've never found solace but just chanting this name and surrendering to this chanting. So I'm going to make it my God. I don't, people, you can do what you want. You don't have to believe it's God. Just see the result. But if I had a God, and it would be this name, because this has been the most powerful ally I've had in this world, is this chanting. It's unbelievable. It's so
Well, I've even found how this sangha rubs off on me. I'll find myself chanting audibly on the way to the grocery store, and people looking like, "Oh my God, that poor man's talking to himself."
Yeah, that's a good opportunity to teach them. You can say, "Well, actually, I'm chanting, and this is a way to raise your, it could be an opportunity to share." And yeah, and that's basically, see, the devotees 550 years ago, they were doing that. They were just so juiced up on this chanting. They would chant all like a lot, and they would meet people. They would just say, "Hey, you should chant this mantra. It's fantastic. It'll change your whole life." So they would encourage me. Lord Caitanya, everybody in me said, "Hey, man, you got to chant this mantra. It's fantastic. It change your whole life, man. Make it, it'll lift up your depressions."
It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah. So, and you see, the thing is that with the Vaishnavas, what they're missing, basically, they have to get out of religion. They have to get out of the religion by being elevated to the platform of this spontaneous level. And then they surpass the, like, well, I'm going to get purified by following a bunch of rules, regulations, and ceremonies in a regular way. You just at the effective stage, which you get very easily here, you purify yourself just by having a fantastic purifying time, chanting the name and communing with God. God is so close to you that His presence burns off sins, karmas, everything. And then whoever's close to you, it burns them off. I mean, I meet people and they say, "My God, I just feel so good. They listen to conversation. Like sometimes I got to start this again. I'm doing conversation in the restaurants. They hear a little bit and they feel purified, from the sound bite, because they don't hear the sound from chanting and ecstasy is very rare. That's why that if people will give respect to what we're doing in our contribution for Vaishnavism here in this Sangha, they will elevate to the next stage very easily. Otherwise, they got a long road, very hard to get to this stage except by association with ecstatic chanters.
Well, you mentioned religion, and in one of your teachings, in so many words, you basically said that religion can be the stumbling block to spiritual growth. You worded it much more eloquently than that, but it's true. It's very true.
Yeah, well, religion is basically more for the neophytes, beginners. So, and beginners who are starting to turn towards God, they're not very good at discrimination, so they can't tell where is a person beyond religion that's really into their own spirit and communing
That's,
with the Supreme Lord. See, so
that's
it's
well.
so yeah, so religion is kind of an intermittent position. It becomes an obstacle if you stay in there so long, and because you're trying to get yourself out. This is where the Vaishnavas have it wrong. They think by their chanting and their following the rules and regulations and following gurus who are questionably not really on the topmost platform of love of Krishna, prema bhakti. Okay, they think that they're automatically going to get there, or the Rhythmics who are just following Prabhupada's books, but they're not there yet. After 50 years, I haven't seen it, not even one I found. To be honest, not even one I would say has really got it. So here, people are coming. Sometimes in a week, they got some symptoms of prema. Not everybody, but sometimes it's 6 months and they have an awakening of prema. Sometimes it's 2 weeks. Sometimes it's maybe 10 years before real prema awakens. But it doesn't matter. Everybody feels benefited. That really takes this seriously and makes as much advancement as they actually can. They're wired up for.
But
So,
that's what makes. But that's what makes the experience so intimate, though, right? Because
yeah.
it's on an individual basis. So everybody grows and blooms in their own time frame.
Yeah, exactly. And that's because I'm here and we're here, all of us together on this thing, to bring people to get help, bring them like priests, to marry them to the Lord, to get them connected and in communication with their God that we're all connected to, just like midwives or priests do. But this is a very high level priest thing, and this is the Christians had this understanding that they were like priests given this task by Christ. The early Christians, and actually even the later ones. If you get this connection with where you're connected with the Christ again, and you're communicating with God, then you become a real priest. Most people are still stuck in religion, especially in Kali Yuga. They still believe a pope can get them to Jesus, and he
I know.
could if he was actually connected themselves. But the way it is in this Kali Yuga, man, these popes, they're already known as to be like pedophiles. Even look at the gurus, how many pedophiles we've had in ISKCON. I mean, come on, man, it's history, isn't it? Isn't it funny that they seem to go in to these groups because this is a contaminated age? I'm not against the guru. I don't care. You did what you did, but everybody can be forgiven. Everybody. I mean, if anybody just gives somehow or other, you can see the glory going on here and how much glory there is of God on our preaching. Just that respect alone can deliver you out of illusions. Well, all your things you've done wrong and horrible things will be exonerated, and you will feel it because you won't have to be going doing that shit, whatever it is.
That's
You
right.
know, you will have a new activity which is glorious to communicate with God, and the Spirit of the Lord begins to shine through you into the world and make people really happy. You know,
That's right.
yeah. Tarun says, "My eyes after Grace Place." Yeah, it's good I'm glad more people should come every day and give a testimony. What is this doing for you? This chant. People would love to hear this. People are looking for something that works. So, if you are getting benefit from what we're doing here together, get up and, say something about, wow, I've been coming here and this is what it's doing. See, and that's called testifying. And people, it's like selling a product. See, not selling is mundane usually, right? But we're selling a product. We're selling this connection with Krishna, and it's free. How would you can you imagine the most fantastic product in the whole universe, and we're here empowered to give it out free. We're out like these people giving free samples on the street. They got all these things. You get, oh wow, yeah, I get this free and that free. Oh great, But this, you get the sample, and that they give you samples, then you got to go spend a bunch of money to buy the stuff. Here we're giving out free samples, and all you do is you just come and just keep eating. The sample grows into more. You keep
Yeah,
sampling them.
this never runs out.
This never what?
This never runs out. You get
Yeah,
the sample, it's the everlasting spiritual gobstopper.
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. Let's see. Daphne says, yeah, it's insane to think that a pope doesn't need to be able to be a full scene of the Lord to be in that position. Yeah, well, this is called religion. The Neophyte, they do this in ISKCON and all these groups, even the Vaishnavas. It just goes with the territory. They're neophytes. I mean, what are you going to do? Neophytes are like that. They don't understand things clearly, but they could. I mean, I just use Prabhupada's books. Chapter 1, Chaitanya Charitamrita. What is the essence of a real priest, a real pope? The devotees here are 1,000 times more better than these popes, simply because they have a real connection with the Lord, and it's spiritual, not like putting on airs and prancing around the stage looking for high seats, and it's all false ego stuff. Yeah. They don't know. They think they have to dress for success. It's like the world. They got to dress for success. They got suits and ties, and they, oh, look at him. He's got a nice suit on. I should listen to him. Oh, he wrote a book. I should listen to him. So the religion, they do the same thing. Oh, he's got a nice dhoti on, or a pope thing on, a robe. Oh, he's sitting in a big church or a big temple. Look at these gurus in a big temple in Mayapur. Huge temple, getting bigger. Oh, they must be bona fide, right? And look at Gauridas. He's just sitting here with a t-shirt. Okay? And why don't I change my dress? One thing is one thing it's easier for me because I'm kind of a lazy guy. I don't like to put on tilak and all those things. It's just it's a bother to me. So, but another good thing about doing it this way is to show all you need is the spirit and the truth, absolutely as it is spirit and as it is truth. As it's spirit, Satchidananda has to. If it's manifesting in you, I could go out here with no clothes on, and some people will listen. They're looking for it. I mean, didn't look at Shukadeva Goswami. He sat down on the Vyasa without any clothes. Yeah, it was nude. And
so was King David.
What? Who?
So was King David. He danced naked in the streets when he was in ecstasy.
Oh yeah. You see, yeah. See, ecstatic. And Nityananda too. Nityananda, he would often take it and just go around in the streets, and he would, yeah. And
going back to dress real quick, I had mentioned to you before that I wear a dhoti, but my reasons are more for my benefit, not the benefit of anybody else, because I was raised in politics my whole life, where suit and tie was mandatory. And I finally reached the point that, you know what, I'm going to give all of my suits, my wife did this for me, give all my suits away to Goodwill, and I'm just going to go strictly with a dhoti. Plus, it becomes a conversation piece here in California.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, dhoti or no dhoti, yeah, whatever you do. Matter of fact, sometimes the devotees, like Haridas, And Nityananda, sometimes they would take the robes of sannyasis and go door to door, and sometimes not. They would.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't matter. It's only
Oh, that's
clothes. So that according to their purpose.
right.
Yeah, well, that's great. Let's see. Only when the Lord favors religion beating about. So you got Bhagavad Gita there. What's your
Not hand.
spiritual name again?
What's it? I'm sorry.
What's your spiritual name again?
Well, it's Sadhu Sadhu Sundar.
Oh, I think it froze up. Okay, he'll come back probably. So Tom, why don't you read Bhagavad Gita verse where we left off this morning?
Okay, there was chapter 2 and then around verse 3.
Yeah, around there. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh yeah, I had the other version. Let me see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Prabhupada books. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Text 3. That was the 2 was with a long purport. Text 3 says, O son of Pritha, do not yield to this degrading impotence. Do not yield to this degrading impotence. It does not become you. Give up such petty weakness of heart and arise, O chastiser of the enemy.
Yeah,
Whoa.
this is isn't that amazing, Tom? Huh? I love
Yeah,
that verse.
yeah. It fits so well again in this communication.
Yeah, degrading impotence. What makes people impotent is ignorance. See, they don't know that. People, they would so much benefit if they would become potent by taking in real truth that's universal. That's these Vedas. They come in a line of lineage that have such deep truths that you can contemplate and will actually make your life so much better. People are impotent in the world because they're connected materially. They don't know this. They don't know because you identify that you're a body or a material mind or a material emotion. That makes you impotent in the world. You might be potent because you see, like, okay, for example, the demons, they have to become potent by lying to you. They have to become potent by being hypocrites. You see how it gives them some energy. Otherwise, they cannot pull it off. They got no energy because it's dead. See, the only way that they can have power over you, this goes, if you want, is by ignorance, keeping you in ignorance. And I don't say this to criticize. And this is a science. See, so Krishna is teaching Arjuna. He says, "Hey, you're like, what about See, he's impotent because he's not in truth. So Krishna is going to give him empowerment by teaching him the truth, and because he's open to listening. See, he's open to listening. Therefore, yeah. Okay, yeah. Don't unless necessary, Karuna. Don't keep popping these things up because I'm preaching now, and I lose my place. If you do, I'm going to knock it off.
Yes. This word potent, it's the
Yeah,
same meaning as functional. Yes, it
yeah.
just doesn't hit the target.
Yeah. So anyway, the potency comes, devotees are empowered or potent spiritually because when you purify and you follow the process, you realize, oh, that you realize your spirit and its connection with the Supreme Spirit. And all of these perceptions are absolute truth, the way things actually are. Give you empowerment, a very strong empowerment to overcome all obstacles in this world of ignorance. Everybody, whether you're a demon or a demigod, there's some level of ignorance over your eyes. These are spiritual truths. Just like when Jesus said, he said, my words are not just words, they're spirit. See, he spoke conclusive truths. See, and they elevated people. They awakened that Holy Spirit in people. You listen long enough, just like these words. See, they're proven to be spirit because people, their energies are uplifted to the point of spirit. This is how it's done, not by your own studies. It's not strong enough because you don't understand. People just, you're naturally speculating, not clear, and all that. You need to hear from an awakened devotee whose devotion, real devotion is awakened. And therefore they got the real understanding, the real knowledge. See, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. See, that's a devotee Bhagavat. See, otherwise you just got the book Bhagavat that you're speculating on. And proof is you're not like a devotee. If you're a devotee Bhagavat, you'll be like Prabhupada. You'll be ecstatic like him. You'll be conclusive like him. You'll be clear like him. If your bhakti is mature like his, you'll be in the real line and be able to carry it forward. And forward here is the awakening of devotion. See? This is the gift of Lord Caitanya. It's ready to be delivered now to the public. And we are. See? Come here for 30 days and see if you don't see that this preaching is empowered, is potent and empowered. It's the real Gita, the real Bhagavatam, the real Chaitanya Lila as it is, with the encapsulating the essence of all these truths to very quickly get you to Vrindavan. Consciousness, where you're feeling it here. You don't have to die before you go. I was talking to one lady today at the pool. I told her to come. And she says, I was telling her about what I'm doing. And says, oh, about when I die? I said, no, forget about when you die. It's when you live, how to live here optimum, in an optimum state, potent state, empowered state. That's what's going on here. In a blissful state, even in the midst of the war. Look at the war going on. Now you tell me how different this is than Bhagavad Gita. I see it's the same thing. There was a war going on then. There's a war going on there now, isn't it? So this perfect time to preach the message. You notice Krishna always does the message, the juicy messages at the time of wars. Right? Lord Ram in his pastimes, a war. Kamsa, a war. Taking over the kingdoms, all the kings. Okay? Jesus Christ is very much a war back then also, And 2022, a war. Go ahead there, Tom.
Yes. Yes, I feel it's about these setting priorities. Yeah, there are in this war, in this crisis, there are many parties. But where are you going to listen? To what council? Yes, here today there is a political party. It's really in Maastricht, and they have a council, but it's not as conclusive as this one.
Yeah, let's take that. That verse, I said, blessed are those, or see, the Psalm says this, blessed are those who don't sit in the council of the wicked. See, because if you listen and you take counsel from wicked people, hypocrites, liars, cheaters, who have material motives, the result is not really clean. It's not pure. It's not good. It causes problems. See, because there's material motivation. Now, if you sit in the council of a righteous person, like a good person, who has principles and follows, like it doesn't lie and they don't cheat and they stuff like that, or they don't want to. See, that counsel is better. That's called mode of goodness. The other is more demoniac and ignorant. The counsel of a good person is better. Now, this is the best. See, blessed. Now, really, see, this is real blessing. Really, you're really blessed if you sit in the council, like where I'm sitting in the council here. Who's our counselor? Well, real Bhagavad Gita verses. These truths are our counsel. And also Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, these and the Goswami books are our count. We're sitting in that council. See, this is called Sadhu Sangha. We're amongst devotees who are also sitting in this council. We're council members. And who else is sitting in this council? Oh, let me tell you, this is council those other types I just described don't have. We have Krishna in this council. We have Lord Caitanya in this council. We have even the devotees that were very intimate and close in this council helping us. How do you know? Well, we feel that. We feel it in our spirit, our awakened spirit. And the people come here. If you want to have the best counsel of all, come here. Take part in the council. Become a council member. You know, it's so amazing. Try to become a council member in Trump's group or Biden's group or in the WEF or in ISKCON or anything like any of these groups. Try to be a council member. Oh, you weren't initiated by Prabhupada. Who are you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe your next life or something. Who knows, or many lifetimes. Here, you can come very quickly and become a council member. Look at, we have Amy Rose. She's sitting on the council. Tom's on the council. Tarun's on the council. We make council members. They're all part of the action. We got Karuna over there on the council. Give you a cameo. Not too much because he's a little hard to take, you know. Not hard to We'll let him out of his cage just on a leash, just briefly. Okay, that's enough.
Yes. We need those guarding dogs. They are very, very restless. They need the leash. Yes. But when it's time, you need them.
When I want the purification to be really heavy for the stalwarts, we bring out the dogs.
Yes, bring out the dogs when it's. Let's party when it's necessary.
When I want to get Amy purified at another level, I just bring out the Karuna here, and she gives some shit, and she goes, Karuna.
Oh my God. Okay.
He's the test of purification. I even have a hard time being under that test of Karuna, the Karuna test. He's a PCR test for our Sunday. Yeah. So anyway, that's how kind of that's really the broader picture here. You want to be empowered, or you want to. I mean, this council is fantastic, man. Come sit on the council. We'll give everybody honorary seats. You come here for 30 days. We'll put you on the council. Come and listen and hear and chant with us, and maybe you'll become a permanent member. We'll let you try it out for sitting on the council.
Yeah.
I'm feeling too ecstatic to just think it compounds in real association. That's right, it does. Yeah, that's one of the principles. This was taught by Lord Caitanya himself. Yeah, Lord Caitanya himself taught this principle. When a devotee would come into he'd be worshiping Tulsi or something, and the devotee would come in there, his ecstasy would heighten. It's called like synergy, an expansion of the energy. That's why they have churches. That's why Jesus started churches. It amplifies the energies of grace, especially when the devotees are all on the same page. When they're sincere followers together, like they don't have material motives. Oh, very powerful. One way or another, we trigger each other in a way. Yeah. Go ahead, read on there.
Yeah, the next verse is very, very logical. Arjuna said, "O
Wait,
killer
wait,
of
wait,
Madhu."
wait. Let me look over the purport here. Let me just look it over for a second here. Yeah, go ahead to the next one that you were doing.
Arjuna said, "O killer of Madhu, Krishna, how can I counter-attack with arrows in battle, men like Bhishma and Drona, who are worthy of my worship?" That's very logical that he asks this.
Mhm. Yeah, it's logical, and this is the problem. We on our own vision and understanding, we can only go so far. This is the Vedas and these truths, especially spoken by an empowered devotee, a potent devotee who has real devotion. It extends our vision into understanding the more complete situation. He's understanding that. See, he's using shastras actually. He is actually counteracting Krishna's words by saying, "Hey, I can't do this. See, the Dharma Shastra says this. The Dharma Shastra says that." See, but he wasn't understanding the essence of the shastras, and that's where you need to approach a bona fide spiritual master. That's why our Krishna was acting as spiritual master, who understood the deeper understanding, the more complete, the more the essence that he wasn't getting. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, these are the different levels of conclusiveness. Yes, worshipping Bhishma, worshipping Drona. This is complete.
Well, yeah, the different levels of understanding, like say the Dharma Shastras are basically for beginners. It's about Dharma, about good karma, bad karma. I think that's I never studied those things because I never
Yeah,
cared.
it's in the purport, the previous one, that it's about ahimsa, about non-violence.
Oh
But they
yeah, yeah. See, that's yeah. So that's that basic level there. And so with the vision of that level there, Arjuna couldn't see what am I to do in this situation, and that's where you need help. It's the same thing now, practically. This is where it's really relevant. The devotees, if they want to attain the kingdom of God quickly and realistically and practically, they have to come to their end of the rope because they have to see that, wow, I'm getting cheated. Actually, the gurus have to be found out to be impotent, just like these people in the politics. You have to see that, wow, and this happens. A lot of people, oh, I lost my guru, and they give me another guru, and he goes, and so after a while, if you really want God, you might start to wonder, and that's when you'll get the real empowered devotee to help you, just like Arjuna got the real empowered representative, which was Krishna himself in that case. Here you have to find a real devotee empowered by that same Krishna. And then you can extend your understanding, your impotency will go, and you become potent, more potent in this world, more effective, more happy, and you'll transcend this illusion. People come here. This is one of the perks. No more illusion. Bye bye illusion, man. No more. The veil is lifted forever. Right there. What's your name? It's been so long. Radhe. Go ahead, Tom.
Yes, I want to read the purport.
Go ahead.
Respectable superiors like Bhishma and Bhishma, the grandfather, and Dronacharya, the teacher, are always worshipable. Even if they attack, they should not be counter-attacked. Attacked. It is the general etiquette. It's the general etiquette that superiors are not to be offered even a verbal fight.
Yeah, you see, that's that unnatural control, and that's called religion. And that's why there's repression there, because inside you want to attack, but you're gonna hold it back. It's not natural. That's why you see people coming here. They got to come out of repression, and it's okay. Sometimes you lash out at me. Look, River lashes out sometimes, or used to, not so much anymore. See, because she's getting free of that. Well, others too. A lot of people lashing out, and I that's good. I like it's got to come out. Otherwise, you're repressed, and that's you stay on that platform. See, but a real symptom of love, real progressive love, loving God, loving Guru, is you may get angry. It may come out, but you don't leave. See, you don't go away and say, that guy, he made me angry. I'll see you later, man. See, that's false ego. That means your love is weak, and you just go out to Maya, and maybe you didn't really want God that much. We have people like that coming sometimes. They come and they go, oh, Gohar, he said this to me. I don't like. I had quite a few like that. One lady acted like a disciple for a while, and so I kind of just was a little authoritative, giving like instruction, and she got all back. She says, "Who are you to tell me, huh?" Like this. And even to this day, I try to approach, the kind of sometimes I see her somewhere on Facebook. Oh, why you never apologize to me and won't even give a chance? You just block and gone. See, total arrogance, man. See, those persons, and she always had a big ego anyway. She always thought, look at me, I cry. Look at me, I cry. Look at me, I got all the symptoms. Look at me, I'm Guru. Basically, that kind of very childish.
Wow.
So yeah. So
Maybe
anyway, yeah, go ahead.
maybe we should send a dog to her.
She, person like they won't listen. Who knows?
Yeah,
It's insincere, really insincere and arrogant. A lot of times it takes them many lifetimes before they'll.
Okay, here is that next sentence is that word should. Yes. Even if
Yeah.
they
So,
are sometimes harsh. Sorry?
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Even if they are sometimes harsh in behavior, they should not be harshly treated.
Yeah. So you see this shoulds, and that's that other level. That's a Vaidhi level, and they, that might be necessary because there's so much rage and anger in most people, especially neophytes, just getting into spirituality. That it's just they would probably beat somebody if they got, they have to repress it, just to manage everything properly. Because I've seen people that they get when it comes out the rage, they get violent, man. It's, even in religion, people when they hear things here, even gurus, some they get violent. See, because they're not used to this coming out. It just goes right. It translates right, and they get bewildered and translates right into actually violence, physical violence. That's how much rage is in a lot of people. That's what you get from following hypocrites, believing in hypocrites and liars and cheaters. You pick up demoniac energy. I mean, I seen this one guy. I mean, he's a nice guy too. He likes my preaching and stuff, but he came to the Vaishnavas and he, just misled him. Came to the ISKCON and just misled him. Then he goes to the Christians, also a problem because they're not conclusive. And rage is coming out of him still, and he's all this stuff, and so anyway, a lot of that stuff has to come out. These demons that we get by bad association. I also had rage come out of me. I was in many years ago, and it was at Hot Springs. I was doing a lot of these massage practices and therapy groups and stuff like. All this rage came out for a period. It was great because once it was out, but I never got violent. Just angry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So this argumentation line is going on. They should not be harshly treated. Then how it is possible for Arjuna to counterattack them? Would Krishna ever attack his own grandfather, Ugrasena, or his teacher, Sandipani Muni? These were some of the arguments by Arjuna to Krishna.
Yeah, and actually, as you're getting purified, you love your guru, you love your teachers. Just naturally, you're naturally grateful to them, even though you may have had difficulties and problems because there's a process here. You got to sit in the dentist chair.
Text 5. It is better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of the lives of great souls who are my teachers. Even though they are avaricious, they are nonetheless superiors. If they are killed, our spoils will be tainted with blood. Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. The sons of Dhritarashtra, whom if we killed we should not care to live, are now standing before us on this battlefield.
Yeah, that's really interesting because like he doesn't know what to do. He's a little confused because the Dharma Shastras say one thing and now he's on the battlefield. What does he do? He doesn't know where what to do. Where he feels impotent. See, that confusion's like that. See? And so it's the same thing if you take counsel of people that actually are hypocritical or lying to you and cheating you. You think that you act in that authority because you take counsel there, And the same thing, it's all like, who are you listening to? See, so Arjuna was listening to the Dharma Shastra, which is very nice, but he didn't understand the deeper thing and the essence, and Krishna's going to teach him that. See, so the Dharma Shastras, it's just like the Vaidhi Bhaktas. They need this teaching that we have here. Both blind gurus and blind followers, they're considered blind until you have these kinds of teachings. This here delivers everybody. That is questionable.
I love the following verse so much.
Yeah.
Following
Read
verse.
it.
Now I am confused about
I
my
love that.
duty. Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of weakness. In this condition, I'm asking you to tell me clearly what is best for me.
That reminds me of
I'm
Paul.
asking you.
Yeah. That reminds me of Paul. Paul was in a situation, he was feeling very weak because he had some weakness. See, and he thought, well, look at this. I'm healing people, doing all these miracle things, and I've got this weakness. But nobody didn't say what it was. But it sounded like it was kind of profound. So he turns to Jesus, and Jesus appeared to him and said, "Oh, well, that's okay." He says, "My strength is perfected in your weakness." And I found this so true. I get so much mercy when I just realize my own weakened condition on my own, and that I have to depend. I depend on the Lord, for strength, for understanding, for all of this. It's very ecstatic, actually. If you don't have that mood, that's actually a transcendental mood. If you don't have that mood of feeling dependent on the Lord's grace, then you're in false ego. Even Jesus, he said, "Of myself, I can't do anything." Ramananda Roy said, "No, I can't. You're actually sitting there, but you're speaking through me, and I'm saying all these amazing things because you're speaking through me." Prabhupada, same thing. I don't think I wrote these books. Lord Krishna dictated these things. I just wrote them down, what he was saying, showing me. See? I have the same thing. I can't. You think I can preach or chant ecstatically or anything on my own? No, it's because of the grace of God that's given to me and given to you, and you give it to others. That's a disciplic line in a nutshell.
Yes. So he's asking for a Shiksha guru.
Now I'm
You
your
tell,
disciple.
yeah, you tell me
And the
clearly
soul
what is best
surrendered
for
unto
me.
you. Please instruct me.
Yes,
I love you.
she's reading the text. Yes.
You read it. Read it. Go ahead, Radhe. Read it.
Now I am your disciple, and the soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you get it. Because unless you see, we have that problem with most, probably 99% of the Vaidhi Bhaktas. They think they know all about Bhakti Yoga. They think what they've studied and speculated on is more than what we know. See, but the proof is the knowledge here and the ecstasy here shows, and until they acknowledge that, they cannot hear the real Bhagavad Gita. See,
Yeah.
that's how it works. See, Arjuna is ready to hear the real Bhagavad Gita. See, now I'm open, and then Krishna in a further chapter says, "Oh yeah, because you're my disciple now, you're surrendering like a disciple, and you're not envious of me, and you're also my friend. Oh yeah, I'll tell you all these things. I'll tell you everything that these great people won't listen to. They won't believe. They think they know all about life and about spirituality and all of that." See? And until
Yeah.
you do that, you don't get delivered. See, you don't get Krishna delivered. He's not awakened in you. If you still think you know everything and you're on the same level as a real devotee who has real devotion, then you're still lost in this Maya.
Yeah. I love this verse so much. Now I'm confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple, and the soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me.
Oh, okay, all right. So let's see. I got a long list of instructions I want you to follow
Yes.
there, Radhe.
That's great. Yeah. Send them to me.
Yeah. So read the purport. Read some of it.
Purport. By nature, it's a small text. By nature's own way, the complete system of material activities is a source of perplexity for everyone. In every step, there is perplexity, and therefore it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give one proper guidance in executing the purpose of life. I have to turn the page. All Vedic literatures advise us to approach a bona fide spiritual master. That's
Yeah,
huge.
and so say most of the devotees, they approached Prabhupada and he gave them instruction to begin their journey by following the rules and regulations and learning about Krishna and studying his books and going on Sankirtan, using their energy for Krishna, building temples, distributing books and all that. See, so you needed a guru to engage you in that level. But that's not the ultimate level. So those who are ready and realize, well, is there anything more about Krishna? I want to go deeper. They have to go again to a bona fide spiritual master. You don't just get it from, you're doing Vaidhi Bhakti. And you come here and I teach you even what the book says. The book says it's not by following Vaidhi Bhakti that you attain spontaneous devotion. The book said, Prabhupada's book says that. But they don't know that. They think it does, because even Prabhupada did mention things like that. But when you go deeper, you'll see, no, he contradicted himself. And you cannot get through the contradictions until you get Shiksha Guru. Otherwise, you'll be bewildered. You won't. Then you hear me and you think, oh, well, Prabhupada said all I have to do is Vaidhi Bhakti and I'll become a Raganuga spontaneous devotee automatically. And then again, he says, I have to point out, I said, no, the deeper conclusion in Chaitanya Charitamrita, not something for neophytes. He's not giving you the details. The details of this, you need Shiksha to be quickly brought to that level. Otherwise, you're going to be many, many lifetimes, and still you're going to have to do what I'm telling you. You have to accept a Shiksha Guru who is elevated on the platform of transcendental mellows. They know their subject. You don't know that subject. You're trying to get there by your own strength. And real Bhakti Yoga is not that way. People got to regulative devotional service by the mercy of Prabhupada, by the mercy of a bona fide guru. And if you want spontaneous devotional service and ecstatic love of Vrindavan, again, you need Shiksha Guru to bring you to that place, obviously, because you're not there. So you look at all these devotees still stuck in between land. They can't surpass the rules and regulations, but they try and they go and they still have faith in their dry readings and dry chanting. I could show you a class, man. The guy's reading the highest literature, Rupa Goswami, and saying all these ecstatic words with no ecstasy, and everybody's sitting there bored, bored to death. I couldn't imagine. I said, my God, you poor fellows out there. All you need is Shiksha Guru. All you need somebody who relishes mellows, for God's sakes. Wake up. Gee, Jago, for God's sake, man. My God, I've never seen a more stubborn group than these ISKCON devotees and Gaudiya Math and Samiti. All of them stubborn. They'll, I don't care if I can get prema in this life because you say so and people are getting it. I will not do it. I'll go many lifetimes like my Guru Narayana said. I don't care. Talk about stupidity. That's a stupid idea, isn't it? Prema is here, given here, because you're following the real process. He said he's not giving prema. I'm not giving you prema. He had this idea you're not qualified because you got to be a superstar sannyasi. I mean, that's what he taught. You got to be perfect in renouncing everything, have no material desires. Then you talk about ruchi before, well, not prema. Not here. I talk about, you get taste very easily here. And you'll, by increasing taste, tears will come to your eyes and dissolve all kinds of obstacles. You'll become more intelligent than 1,000 of these gurus who don't follow the real path like this, who are not ready to progress. Man, those who have the association of Nartan became great scholars in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. They could defeat Brahmins who were Brahmins for their whole lives, and they would just go and learn from pure devotees who actually were empowered and potent with bhakti, and they would defeat the essence, that they would impress the Brahmins. At least back then they were open. Now these Brahmins, they're full of false ego. They're not qualified. Yeah? They won't even accept defeat, even if you tell them the right thing. So, in other words, they don't really want Krishna much. So why? That's why I say, why follow people? Why follow gurus who don't really want Krishna much? If they don't come here, if they don't, like these kinds of devotees and praise them, like I praise my disciples who have ecstatic devotion. I don't get into their crust so much. If they got ecstatic devotion, they're praiseworthy. I'll be impressed if I see any ISKCON guru coming here and say, "Wow, you're really doing a good job. Look, you got ecstatic devotees. I wish I could do that." They would probably get prema if they would just give a little respect like that, but they don't. See, they. So that's why I poo-poo it. I said, what is this? You don't even care about. If you cared about Krishna, you would want prema. And if you had prema, you automatically get Krishna. You would know Krishna, you'd be conclusive, you would liberate your disciples. See, why is Gohari with a t-shirt? You see many disciples acting by deed on the ecstatic platform. See? Why? Because it's real, it's empowered. They could become gurus like that too. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I think that's enough for now. That's enough for now. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Radhe. Very good. Nice book.
It's a message from my former guru.
It's a what message?
Yeah, he wrote this in my Bhagavad Gita. D.B.
Good.
Govindaswamy, 2012.
Oh, okay, good.
I
All
just
right.
read it
Hare
again.
Krishna, everybody. I'm going. I'll see you later.
Not important. Thank you.
You're welcome.